Hello everyone, today I'll be reviewing the Ocelot XA-21 based on the Jaguar CX-75 concept. It features great customization and is a great car to win this week. The customization is really good, especially for an older DLC vehicle. I'm very happy that this car appeared this week. It's such a great car. You have about 6 splitter options to choose from here. I chose a carbon. I feel that it fits the car very nicely. In the back, you have about 6 diffusers to choose from as well. Very nice options. I'm not really quite sure which one to choose since they all look pretty good on this car. But I feel like the control diffuser fits this car very well with how it looks like. It's not too out there. It really fits that concept look of making the car look lighter as well. Now this car is very unique because you can choose engine. You can change the option of engines that you choose here, which is pretty cool. You can add a V12, which is a reference to another concept that Jaguar made back in the 90s, which is pretty cool. Some of these engine options are reused. I'm sure some of you have seen them before in other cars, but they look very fitting for this car nonetheless. It's very welcoming to have an engine swap for a car like this, but I'm just going to leave it stock since I feel it looks good like that. For this option, for this engine cover option here, you can really do a lot with the vents here. As you can see, you have a bunch of options to choose from. You can choose to remove the vents in the rear, which I really wouldn't do. I feel like those vents are supposed to be there. So I'm just going to leave the stock option. I feel like that one looks the nicest. For the exhaust spec here, they're kind of funky, very strange, very huge. I'm sure some of you like that. The quadrant proximate is based on the Pagani exhausts, which is pretty cool. But most of these options, I'm not really sure how I feel about them. Even the stock one, it looks pretty large, but it's not a big deal. It just adds to the concept car look of this. It's really unfortunate that Jaguar didn't produce this car in real life because it could have helped the brand. Uh, they make this from a concept to a production car, but unfortunately, I guess they maybe didn't have the funding or they didn't want to go that direction. But Rockstar really did a good job with the design. I feel like it looks even better than the real one, especially in the front end. It looks a little less funky, a little less goofy, and it still retains that design language that Jaguar had for the last 10 or so years. For the hood here, you have a lot to choose from. I feel like the ram air fits this car well. If we're talking about aerodynamics, you can choose to have a smooth hood if you want, but the ram hood looks really good on this. The air goes in from the front and it comes out through the hood or the front, people call them. For the mirrors, I don't want to make it full carbon. I was thinking about that, but I might just settle for a lightweight here. Now for color, this one was a bit tricky. I wanted to make it like a silver, but the problem is I wasn't sure what exact shade of silver I wanted. So I was going back and forth trying to figure out if I wanted something light, something dark, something in the middle. It's also the color's also linked to the wheels. I really like the way the wheels look. Those are close to the real life car. So I'm just gonna keep them on for now. But yeah, it's pretty tough choosing what type of color I want for this. Now that I kind of pinpointed exactly what color, just going back and forth here. I'm sure some of you in the comments can tell me which one you feel looks good on this car. What fits more? If you prefer something lighter, something darker, something else. If you already have this car or not, how did you customize it? Because I've seen pictures of it. It's in orange as well. It's in a green color. It's in silver. But you know what? I feel like dark steel is a good compromise for now. And now I'm just gonna match that here with a secondary right there. It also changes parts of the vents there and the door handle, which pops out, or should pop out. The interior, you can change it, of course. I'm gonna make this a red to really add contrast. A lot of people feel that, these silver and gray colors are a bit boring, but I'm just gonna put a bit of a contrast of boring and exciting with the red interior. I feel like it works very well with this car. You can add some vortexes here in the back, but I really don't like the way they look. I'm just gonna leave them off. Skirts, you have a lot to choose from here as well. The lighting isn't the best, but I'm sure you can tell or make it out. I feel like the custom carbon race skirts looks pretty nice, so I'm gonna choose that. It isn't my intention to make it look as one-on-one to the real life car, so since the car isn't exactly similar like the real life thing, I'm just gonna do my own unique spin on it as well, as you can see. Uh, but the suspension, you can get it pretty low. I mean, the rear is already pretty low compared to the front. So I'm just gonna put something in the middle. With the wheels, you can really go for a custom look. You can even try to mimic the predecessor concept of this car. The XJ, I believe it was 220. Or you can just make something completely custom here, which I'm sure many of you will do. I don't blame you. Some of these wheel options look really good. It's really just up to personal taste, but I personally like how the stock wheels look. They just fit this car. It's just very unique. But the Giga Mesh looks pretty cool, if that's what you want to do. All that's left here to do is for me to tint the windows. I'm just going to show you the tint levels, and then I'm going to exit, and then I'm going to show you a closer look of the interior. Detail and texture quality is great. I feel like whoever designed this car did a really good job with the model. The front is well done. The interior, although it is shared in a lot of vehicles, it's done really well. This is one of the few cars that has interior lighting. Around the vents right there, there's like a white ambient light, which is pretty nice. It has a clamshell in the back, so you can see the full detail. That's pretty nice, just like the real car. It's completely covered in carbon, and that's pretty nice. I really love that. Speed and handling is great. I feel like this car was very well thought out. It feels exactly how the real life car would feel, since the Jaguar concept was a hybrid as well. So it was a bit on the heavier side, combining the engine and the hybrid. But once it gets to the top speed, you really feel this car pull you along with it. It's a really great feeling, especially for an older DLC vehicle released back in 2017. This is still excellent. I really don't have many complaints. It handles very good around the corner. The grip is good. Uh, However, the brakes are a bit iffy, so you really need to time your braking. Um, and if you're going quickly through tight spaces, you really have to slow down with this car. But it's not really a big deal. As you can see, I really had to slow down there. But other than that, that's all I got for today. I really hope that you liked my review. And as always, thanks for watching.